Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness. What a great pleasure it is to be with you on Australia Day. I'm here in Mooloolaba Beach in the beautiful Sunshine Coast in Australia, and it happens to be the Aussie national holiday. So if you're Australian, I just want to say Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Good on you. Now if you're someplace else in the world, that means nothing to you, but I'm in Australia. What are you gonna do? There's all kinds of drunk, happy people around. Maybe they were happy before they were drunk, I'm not sure. Okay, so what's the tool for today? Tool for today is this lovely tool that I've shared with you before called allowance. Now, here's the thing. There are gonna be people in your lives that are gonna do things and they're gonna upset you and they're gonna frustrate you, and you know what? What if you could be an allowance of it? In other words, what if you could just have it as an interesting point of view? And along with that is that if you're gonna change anything in your life, if you're actually going to make that leap to step into something different than what was yesterday, if you're going to demand that today be different than yesterday, it can get really, really uncomfortable. And that's where this tool of allowance comes in. Because what happens is, let's say you decide, you know what, I'm going to change the way I feel about myself. I'm not going to feel unhappy about me anymore. I'm not going to not like me anymore. I'm going to change this. Well, what that's going to take for you to get from that place to this other place that you want to be is something different than what has been, but you don't know what it is and you don't know how to define it, and it can get really, really uncomfortable sometimes, even when you're heading towards something you really desire. So how many times in your life have you asked for a change and it started showing up and it got so uncomfortable you thought you must be doing something wrong? What if that discomfort is an awareness that you're actually doing something right? What if every discomfort that you've experienced on this path of change that you've been on is an awareness that there's something right you're doing and that what you asked for is actually occurring? Well, if that's the case, if you could look at it from this place, would it, instead of trying to make you believe that you were wrong somehow, would actually let you recognize, wow, you know what? I'm actually getting what I've been asking for. And here's the thing, if you're going to ask for some change and you get uncomfortable, then what ends up happening also a lot of times is the people around you get uncomfortable. The people you're in relationship with, the people you work with. But what if that weren't a wrongness either? What if it's that change in motion? So I'd like to present you a different possibility for a way you can be with it. Okay, so when that discomfort comes up, just be with that energy, be with that uncomfortableness. And number one, ask this question: is this the change I've been asking for showing up in a totally different way than I thought it would? And that'll let you stop judging you, hopefully. Hopefully that'll take you out of enough judgment to where you can recognize, you know what, okay, I've asked for change, it's actually happening, cool, maybe I'm not as wrong as I feel right now. Because a lot of times you'll feel wrong when you feel weird too. So is this the change that I've been asking for showing up in a totally different way? That's first, and which hopefully will lighten things up for you. And then next, what you want to do is you want to go, okay, so interesting point of view, I feel this way. And then just be with it. And then notice how the energy shifts as you do that. And then again, interesting point of view, I feel this way. And then again, interesting point of view, I feel this way. Or if you want, if it's not a feeling, if it's a point of view you're having, go, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And you'll get to this place of allowance, which is what I started with, which is where everything can just be an interesting point of view. And when it is, and when you get there, you can care about the people you love, regardless of how uncomfortable things are appearing to get. I know this may be a little in-depth for some of you, maybe a little complex for some of you, but you know what? If you use it, it will start to change things in your world in a really simple, easy way. You'll allow any change to occur with ease. And I've got to tell you, unfortunately, sometimes change is uncomfortable, but that's actually what happens with change, which is why a lot of people won't choose it, because they don't have the courage to go through those uncomfortable times. So thank you so much for being with me on this Tour of Consciousness. I truly hope it assists and contributes to your life. And see you next time, this time from the beautiful beach here in Sunshine Coast, Australia. Bye.